Welcome to another business snippet. My name is TJ Plyler, President of Mountain Ridge Consulting, and I'll be your host. Today we'll talk about talent management. We start with recruit, move to hire, then develop, and finally retain. In recruit, we're finding and connecting with candidates. In hire, we're selecting and securing the best candidates. I mention the best candidates because in today's low unemployment environment, sometimes we can't find great candidates. We can't find super candidates. So my clients end up hiring the best candidate with a development plan to move them forward. In develop, we're building the knowledge, skills, and abilities to drive business results. And finally, in retain, 3 words: employer of choice. We want to be the employer of choice where candidates are sending us their resumes when we don't have openings. We want to be employer of choice where candidates are calling and asking when they can have an opportunity to join the organization. Employer of choice is driven by culture. Looking deeper at recruit, we start with the job benchmark. I have a patented job benchmarking process to help create these. We identify the candidate pools, and then we screen the candidates to arrive at a list of final candidates. Next, in hire, we start with the structured interview. The structured interview allows us to ensure that we're focusing on job fit. Today's environment of diversity and inclusion, structured interviews are even more important because we really need to make sure we're evaluating based on job fit and getting the right candidate in the position. Utilize skills demonstrations as necessary. They're not useful in all situations. I've seen them as simple as a typing test. I've seen IT candidates where they had to demonstrate basic programming skills, and I've seen consultant candidates given a slide deck, allowed to study for a few minutes, and then expected to present back to the interview team. Rate each candidate based on summary score, and that's part of the structured interview process. And finally, create an onboarding packet and plan. We need to be able to show that new hire where their workstation is, their IT equipment, provide their logon credentials, and expectations for them to come up to speed when they walk through the door. If we're not ready for that candidate when they walk in, we're sending them a message that they're not important. We're losing an opportunity to build employer of choice brand. So the onboarding packet and plan is crucial as part of the hiring process. Develop, start with a competency model, core curriculum map, assess the gaps using the job benchmark, create an individual development plan. Pretty straightforward process. We also need to provide career paths. In today's hiring environment, many candidates don't expect to work forever at the same job. They're looking for variety and different expectations, different opportunities. If we can provide career paths that show other opportunities within our organization, we can help retain employees longer. If we look deeper at develop, we start with the job benchmark, key accountabilities, decision authority, and the assessment profile. The job benchmark allows us to create a core competency model, the knowledge, skills, and abilities needed to perform in the job. The core competency model drives a core curriculum map, the learning, education, development activities required to develop skills for the position. If we look at a project manager core curriculum map, we might have systems and process courses, project management, communication, and performance. Within systems and processes, we might have project budgeting and control, resource tracking, and team development. If I look closer within project budgeting and control, I can tell from the color of the box that it's a classroom or leader-led event, and the one indicates the time frame within which the skills need to be acquired or this course completed. So I can look at the core curriculum map and basically understand what needs to happen and in what order to build skills or develop this employee over time. Very useful and very clear for both employer and employee. Moving back to the talent management cycle, we move to retain. We talked about importance of employer of choice, culture, culture, culture. We want to create an organization, work environment, and compensation plan that not only attracts people, but also makes them want to stay once they're on board. So we've talked about the talent management cycle: recruit, hire, develop, retain, and that covers basically the entire employee life cycle. I'd love to talk to you more about what you're experiencing. You can contact me, TJ at mountainridgeconsulting.com, or check out our website, www.mountainridgeconsulting.com. Thanks.